Hello, I'm John from the Haunt Informer,
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
and this is episode 37 of Fall Informer. And today we have a guest, a scare actor from Field Screams named Logan, and he also plays the Butcher chainsaw scare actor character Butch. So introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Logan. I'm from Field of Screams. I have been there for 4 years, coming up on 4 years now.
Nice.
Yeah, and like having it, doing it.
Yes. So I'll start the questions, Glenn.
All right. So kick it off. What got you into haunts? Um, Going to them and wanting to be an actor at one.
Uh, Honestly, as of like 5 years ago, I'd never been to one, never been to a
Okay.
haunt,
Okay.
never did it. And then my friends convinced me to go to Dorney Park for their, and I just fell in love with doing it. And then I actually signed up to do Field of Screams while waiting in one of the queue lines at Dorney Park.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then yeah, the St. Patty's Day event 4 years ago was my
Nice.
first day doing it, and I've been there since.
That had to be fun starting out with St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you have like green bow
Well,
ties and everything?
I did not. I
Okay.
did not. No, yeah, that was my first year doing it, and I actually started out in Shackles, which is no longer there. That was the second room technically in Den,
Yeah.
and
No.
then for the next full season, I moved to Morgue.
Yes.
Did that for a year, and then obviously eventually moved up to Chainsaws.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And you went to Nocturnal too.
I did. I did. This past season was my first season in Nocturnal, and then next year I'm thinking about going to Hayride, just
Oh,
change
no.
it up.
Nice. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, of course.
So, going along with talking about your different characters, do you prefer wearing a silicone mask when you're scare acting, like a sock mask from Zagoni Studios, or one of those cool mouths where it's like the jagged teeth from Inferno?
So it really depends on the day. If it's like cold or not,
Yeah.
silicone all the way. If it's warm out, I go with my normal butch mask that I have, which is just a half mask
Yeah.
with the teeth.
Yes.
But that's probably one of my favorites that I use is that half mask.
Nice. And what style of silicone do you like? Like, do you like the silicone half mask where it's just the face, or like the full head?
So this personally, I like the half.
Okay.
The one silicone I have, the
Mhm.
Barnabas
Yeah.
mask, is actually a full silicone that has the bottom half cut off and that has silk at the bottom
Okay.
of it
Okay.
for the around the neck area.
Yeah.
Just personally more comfortable.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, they're a
Nice.
little heavy, a little
Yeah.
heavy sometimes.
Yes, definitely. Nice. Go ahead, Glenn.
Now, going like you said, you move from different areas and different parts. Is that something? How does that work? You have to audition for that? Do you have to like go through like a ranking type thing? You said you only been there 4 years. Like, is that how do you go from position to position?
You mean like going from what I did from morgue to chainsaw or
Yeah,
Yeah,
different
yeah.
yeah. It's
attraction?
like something like do you say like, oh, do you go to like Jim or Gene or like be like, hey, I want to do it this, I want to try this area, I want to try this scene, I want to try this hayride, you
No,
know?
no, pretty much every year before our season starts, we have a thing called Scare School where
Yes.
we go to. It's an all day thing, and we tour every attraction. And we just pick a room that we like that we want to do, so we can in reality change every year if we wanted to.
Nice.
Yeah,
So you're not like locked into like one thing. You can always do something different.
yeah, you can always do something different.
That's
The
wonderful.
only way you're locked into doing one thing is if that's what you like doing.
Yeah. Because I remember I sat in one of the hayride meetings years ago, and I heard the manager saying that if they want you to move to a different scene, it's not because they don't like you, it's because they want to see what you can do there.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. They see different potential in you, and they move you to different spots. And yeah, see what you do best at.
Yes. So talking about doing different things, tell me about some of your best scare techniques compared to using a chainsaw to not. Like, what do you think works effectively scaring people?
Just the quick in and out, like right in your face type scares for me personally.
Okay.
Because when I was in morgue, they have the table,
Yes.
and I would actually stand on top of the table instead of laying down like
Oh, nice.
most people would do.
Yeah.
So I would stand on top of it and then jump off in front of people.
Wow.
That would get them, because you have that me going into your face at the same time as the chair hitting the ground and making
Yes.
the loud bangs. That got people quite a bit. And
I
then
think-
chainsaw is just, it's hard to do, but it's personally an easier scare.
Yeah.
You can just get out there, get in their face, and just have fun
Yeah.
doing that.
Something I definitely wanted to talk to you about in this interview was the chainsaw chase out at the end of the night, where I saw the video where it's like 10 of you chasing one person. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was definitely a fun night. That was all the attractions were closed except for the den at that point. And then I think at that point in time we had 12 of us in the den.
Wow.
And there was only 2 customers still in the house.
Wow.
So you can just imagine 12 chainsaw actors running after 2 people.
The video's excellent. I'll link his Instagram down below. You can check it out.
Yeah, that was definitely fun.
But throughout the night, like how grueling is that being a chainsaw actor? I mean, we've talked to a chainsaw actor from Field,
Stitch,
in the
yeah.
past, Stitch, and we talked to him about it. But like in your opinion, like that's got to be like the most grueling thing you've probably done at Field, right? Being a chainsaw actor.
Oh, absolutely. It's not easy to do. It's definitely physically demanding. Like at the beginning of the night, for the first 2 hours or so, you're just pumped, going at it, having fun. And then by the end of the night, last couple groups, your arms are just sore, you're tired, and you don't want to be there anymore. But it's worth it at the end of the night.
Is it at the end? Do you like sometimes just mix it up where you just put the chainsaw down? You're like, I'm done with this for right now. I just scare people.
Sometimes, because there was one time we ran out of gas.
Oh no.
Couldn't really use it, so I took a broom and just started scaring people with the broom.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man. Because the most unique way of scaring someone I heard one time was someone was scaring somebody on the hayride at Field Screams with a corn cob.
Yeah. We've gotten people with corn cob, like fake rubber fish.
Yes.
There's a bunch of different things that we have that people use.
Now, working in that environment in the den for chainsaw and nocturnal is very different because nocturnal is that moving floor. How do you work with that?
At first, it's tough to work with that because you can easily lose your balance, especially if there's a ton of people coming through at the same time. And it's just moving, rocking all over the place.
Yeah.
But eventually you can stand in there and get the groove of how the floor will move, and it's not too bad towards the end.
Okay. Now, do you guys normally chase them out all that distance, or do you just go a certain distance?
So we do not chase out the whole distance.
Okay.
When you're walking out the path, you'll notice on the one side there's plywood, and that plywood ends at a certain point.
Okay.
We chase to the end of that plywood. That's
Okay.
where we stop.
Okay. So like right past like the now you're finished run kind of sign, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I thought it was funny when I went through one year, one of you guys was coming back from a break going down one of the like hidden staircases and still came after us. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Now, have you gone through like Field of Screams? Like, have you gone through it before an actor or like as an actor? Have you gone through the whole thing? Or have you only seen it like during the day and like, during like the school?
No, I absolutely have gone through a few times. I went through the Christmas event 5 years ago when they started that, when they had the Hayride open for the Christmas event. So it
Oh,
was
really?
Hayride, Asylum, and Den.
Hmm.
Nocturnal was not open that night. And then there, two or 3 years ago, I would go on a Sunday and just walk through with a customer with a couple of friends.
Yeah.
What's your favorite attraction out of the four?
Oh, geez.
Don't get anybody angry.
I know that's tough. Tough to answer. You're gonna have to plead the fifth on that one.
Oh man.
So you can say all. You can say all of them. That's
Yeah.
fine.
No, yeah, they definitely all are completely different attractions.
Yes.
You won't get the same show each time you go through. So
No.
to say which one's your actual favorite could be completely different the very next time you go. It's changing.
Yeah, Nocturnal is one of my favorites always. I really do enjoy that. There's so many unique things, especially that new Tree of Death last year.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good. You'd love it, Glenn. It's like this massive custom tree they built with light up pumpkins on it. It's
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
It's really nice. All right, so we've talked about scare techniques, we talked about going through Field of Screams, but have you gone to other haunts? Like, what is your favorite haunt outside of Field of Screams?
So yeah, with Field of Screams we take a haunt trip every year. We change it up. We went to Bates Motel this past year. We
Okay.
went to what's that one in Maryland? Aberdeen, Maryland.
Aberdeen.
Legends of the Fog.
Oh, Legends of
Legends
Fog.
of the Fog. Yeah.
Yep.
I've been to that one. I hit up Penhurst and
Nice.
yeah, Terror Labs. I did both those on the same night, one night.
Yes.
Nice.
But one of my favorites outside of Field is honestly probably Reaper's Revenge.
Yes.
I just love that place.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what part of that do you like? Do you like the whole show, or like what part do you like the most? Like Lost Carnival, Sector 13?
See, for me, I love, I don't know why, but I love clowns. So the carnival is just great to me.
Did you get to see the 3D Funhouse too, the Delirium?
I don't remember if I did.
Because that's newer. They put that in 2020.
Okay, yeah. I would have went there in 2019, so I
Okay,
wouldn't
yeah,
have seen that.
I missed it. It's really cool. They've improved over the years too. They've added more to it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'll have to get back and check it out at some point.
yeah. They did massive improvements to the Hayride last year. They changed a lot. So, all right, Glenn, go ahead. Next question.
Do you how closely do you follow like reviews? People who do, obviously you follow John and you follow me and you've seen our videos. But do you follow, like, how closely do you follow, and like do you take reviews into consideration of like, if someone says like, they could have been better or this could have been better, like how close do you follow reviews and take it to heart?
So I honestly follow them pretty well.
Okay, nice.
If I see somebody if I watch a YouTube video or something, somebody said this chainsaw scene wasn't the best, and I happen to be in that scene, I'll be like, okay, I need to work on something. I need to make myself better, and then I do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I do definitely follow that up. Look at different reviews of what people are saying.
Did you look at reviews like when you were in the Mortician? Did you look at different reviews of what people said about that too?
I did not, because at
Nope.
that point in time, that was only my first full year.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So I
got it.
wasn't sure how it was going to go. But now that
Yeah.
I'm coming off my fourth season, that I start looking into that a little bit more.
Now, talking about being there for 4 years, you've actually won mobile awards, like the banquet you guys run after the season. Tell everybody about that.
So I have won awards for all years that I've been there. My first year, I won Best Den Actor.
Nice.
And my second year, I also won Best Den Actor. And then this year, I got my Workhorse Award, which is pretty much an award that if the manager asks me to do something or move places because he is in need of somebody there, I'm willing to do it, willing to do whatever they ask of me. But yeah,
Nice.
so yeah, 3 years I've been there, 3 awards I've gotten.
Great. And you got a jacket too.
I did. I
Yeah.
did.
The Phil Scream staff jacket. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Now, when you do your like off-season like events, is there one that you particularly like Christmas or Valentine's or St. Patrick's Day or halfway to Halloween? Which one stands out to you the most?
I love doing the Christmas event.
Yeah.
It's definitely fun for me.
Yeah.
They're all different. But yeah, personally for me, Christmas is one of my favorites to work.
Yeah. I went to the Christmas event a couple of years ago and I had so much fun and everyone was having such a great time. Do you like doing makeup? Like getting makeup on your face? Or do you prefer the masks? Because I know that's like a whole process of getting in costume and everything.
Oh, it just depends on the night. Like if it's going to be a hot night,
Yeah.
I try not to get makeup because it all the sweat will just drip it all off and it
Okay.
won't look good at the end of the night. So I just go with a mask then. But if it's a
Okay.
cooler night where I'm not going to sweat as much, I will do makeup.
Okay. Okay. What is your like go-to makeup? Is it like war paint or do you like an actual like detailed design on it?
So with my Butch character, I have that half mask that I
Yes.
said earlier, and then I usually do a cut right across my forehead.
Ah,
I
okay.
either do that or I take some of our makeup paint
Yeah.
blood and just dab it on like half of my face, so it
Uh,
makes it look like half my face has been burned off.
gotcha, gotcha. Nice. Do you get pictures with people all the time outside the haunt?
Oh, all the time, especially when I was in Den chasing people in the entertainment area. All
Yeah.
the time, I'd be trying to go back, and they're stopping me, asking for pictures.
You don't have to deal with that with knock.
No, no, not too much, not too much.
All right, Glenn, go ahead. I just asked a bunch of questions.
So you talked about the haunts that you've been to. Are there any like that you would love to go to and check out? Or like you got like a top three like haunts like across the like if you could get there like across the country type, like you got like a top three list of haunts you would love to check out?
Yeah, um, absolutely. Top of my list is Halloween Horror Nights in Universal. That's
Which
just one of the
coast?
big ones.
Which coast? East Coast, West Coast?
Florida.
Yeah, East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
It's
That
really
that's
cool.
that's one of the top ones I want to get to. And I heard Six Flags has a good one. I haven't been to yet.
Okay. Fright Fest?
Yeah, yep.
Have you been to
There's a few.
Oktoberfest before?
I have not.
Okay. Okay.
I have not. And I guess another one would be I can't think of any right now.
What about the Den Schoolhouse? Doing that Den School?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
That would be up there.
Hmm.
I guess Eastern State when they do theirs.
Okay. Nice.
So I've been to Penhurst obviously, and I
Yes.
want to go the other side of Philly and
Yes.
go there. But yeah, that's about it.
Nice. That's a
It's
good list.
interesting. It's interesting to see how they do their interactivity at Terror on the Walls now Halloween nights because they just brought back touching last year, where you wear the red glow necklace and then they can touch you. At Field, you don't even need a glow necklace; they just touch you anyway.
Yep. We're full contact.
Do you have any crazy stories that you can say on camera about Extreme Blackout? Scares you've done?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, not nothing too crazy,
Okay.
but there's a few times we tie people up in den and they would like get up and escape out of the den with tied up behind their backs, and we have to go back out and grab them, bring them back in.
Oh man.
But yeah, nothing too insane
Okay.
that I've experienced.
No one peeing their pants or passing out or anything.
That's happened on normal nights, not even extreme blackout. I had that a lot, especially when I was in morgue.
Oh
That would
yeah.
happen quite a bit.
So how do you deal with that? I know you get taught during scare school how to deal with safety situations, but how often is that an occurrence? Like during a normal night, how often do you have to escort people out and everything?
Not as often as most people would think.
Okay.
Honestly, I've only ever had to escort people out twice in the 3 years I've been there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not very often.
Now, what do you do with your limitations of scaring? Do you like getting closer to people, or how do you know when someone's getting like with the fight or flight reflex? How can you like judge that?
Sometimes it's honestly hard to judge when they're doing that, but most times they'll start like putting their fists up and stuff, wanting
Yeah.
to come at you, and you're like, okay, fine, just keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
it's sometimes it's hard to actually tell when they want to do that.
Yeah. So we've talked lots of things about Phyllis Screams now and everything, and I've heard that sometimes actors actually wear faceplates and things like Stitch does because he's worried about people trying to punch them. Has anyone actually ever tried to attack you when you were haunting?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely happens,
That's-
but it I never understand it. You see me running at you with a chainsaw, and
yeah.
you want to swing, but it's gonna happen.
Now, normally when you're scaring people, do you work with one person in more of like the butcher shop area where there's like the saw and one person in the meat locker, or how do you switch that up?
So usually there's three of us in between those two rooms,
Okay.
and then we'll just switch out like every hour or so who wants to go where, and if somebody's in the freezer room, then that's the person that would most likely chase somebody out.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, we just switch it up.
Okay. Because I love seeing the clips of you guys scaring people. It's always great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's always fun.
and we love doing it.
Yeah.
Were you there at the, speaking of all season, were you there at the Valentine's Day event that just
I
happened?
was,
Or
yes,
what was that turnout like? Was that a good turnout?
that was actually a very good turnout.
Nice.
It wasn't too cold, but yeah, it was a very good turnout. Not like
Yeah.
recent years when it's like a couple feet of snow on the ground. We got maybe 10 people all night, but
Yeah, that happened last year with St. Patty's. It snowed and
yeah, it
cleared it
did.
out.
It did.
And
So,
you guys are doing the St. Patty's this year, right? Probably next month, right? I would imagine the St.
yeah,
Patty's
Mark.
Yeah,
Day.
Yeah,
March 18th.
Aren't you?
March
Okay,
18th, we're doing that.
he's got it down already.
Oh
nice.
yeah, oh yeah. Have a reminder on my phone set up for it.
Nice.
And where will you be during that? Because obviously Nocturnal's not open. So where will you be for that?
I will be back in Chainsaws. I'm just not sure if I'm going to Asylum or Den, or I might just flip flop back and forth throughout the night.
Okay. Now, I didn't ask you this yet. Working in Asylum or Den, how is it different working in those environments? Do you get better scares in one, or is it like the same?
So Den is definitely, for me personally, is a
Mhm.
better place to get the scares because
Okay.
it's a bigger room,
Yeah.
a lot bigger. There's two separate spots,
Yeah.
and you can fit more people in there. With Asylum, it's smaller and little tighter in there, and there's not really many hiding spots to
Yeah,
go in there.
yeah, you're right.
But yeah, that Den I seem to get more of the scares from.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So, looking forwards with the 2023 season, are you going to do any change up for your costume and your character? Different backstory? You going to do anything like that for 2023?
So not too much of a change for the backstory,
Okay.
but yeah, my costume I've been working on. I recently put Butch on the back of my costume so people
Okay.
would know who it is. So I painted that on, but there's a few things to my costume I want to work on, get that done.
You could get like a patch that says it. That'd be cool. Custom.
I thought about it. I
Yeah.
thought about it, getting a patch put right on the front.
Yes. All right. So thank you for talking to us. Are there any final thoughts you have for the upcoming haunt season and all of your fellow haunters out there?
So this season's going to be 31 years, and there's a few changes you should come out and check out. Can't really say much, but
Yeah.
there's definitely something you could come out and see. Hope
Yes.
to see Glenn out this year so you can see all the new changes that we have this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always a
But
fun.
yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
So-
thanks for being on.
Yes, so thank you very much, Logan. So definitely check out Village Screams this season and for all their off-season events as well. It's just as intense and scary. You'll still see Butch and everybody there. So this was episode 37 of Fall Informer, and I'm John from the Haunt Informer.
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
And until next time, happy hauntings.